Hello lovely people, a warm welcome back to my channel. I hope you all doing well by God's grace. I'm doing fantastically well and my name is Samira. So today I'm going to show you how to do Gari, how to make your own Gari at home. I hope you enjoy this video. This video is a trilogy, okay? We have the Gari, we have the Zomi, and then we have the beans. So stay with me and let's see how it's done. So Gari is basically cassava flakes, okay, or whatever you call it. So you need cassava, and here are my cassava, okay. I'm going to be peeling this cassava, okay, and yeah, so it's too long, so I have to cut it into, sizable sizes, sizable portions. Don't mind me, okay, so that it's easier to peel. And you see me peeling it like that. I've put it on the chopping board. I'm peeling it like that because the last time I peeled it the Ghana way, sister, brother, the knife cuts in me chai, my finger here. So I didn't want to go through that ordeal again. So when I'm peeling the skin I put it on the chopping board, okay. So what it is if with Gari, okay, you need beautiful and very good cassava. You don't need cassava bokaka. Unhia banchi bokaka. Okay, otherwise your Gari will be, I don't know what it will be, but then it will be something. Yeah, okay. I've decided to say I won't stress, so please leave me, okay. So as I'm peeling, I'm looking out for brown bits, bits that are pro kakra, like this one. You can see that there's some rotten area. You take all of that out. Any discolored part of the cassava, make sure you take it out, okay. And that is exactly what I'm trying to do right now, okay. So once that is done, once I finish peeling everything, what I will do is I will wash it nicely and then we'll go on to the blending phase, okay. So I'm done peeling all the cassava. I'm going to give it a wash, and it's now washed. It was the fastest wash ever, okay. And I'm going to be cutting it into pieces. I'm doing this so that it's easier for my blender to blend it, okay. If you put it in big chunks, now you may break your blender blade, and a problem, okay. I need blender all the time, okay. So I'm going to cut it into pieces as you see me do, and I'm going to pour it all in my blender. So you need a strong blender with very good blades that can blend this for you. Otherwise, you can also grate it before blending, which will make it easier. Grating is going to be more work. I don't want more work, so I did it this way because I know this ninja can pulverize this cassava for me satisfactorily. So that's what I've done. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm going to be blending it, and I want you to see how it goes, okay. So it start off to crashed everything, and then later on it was proving difficult, but actually with perseverance it started blending it nicely for me, okay. So yeah, you blend it to a very nice and smooth consistency, okay. So I will show you how it's going to look like. So yeah, it's finished blending, and I'm going to turn this into a sort of sack net. So if you have a nutmeg bag or any of these bags, this is organza bag, okay, that I let my friend sew for me. So I had a organza fabric. So this is how it looks like, nice and smooth. And I gave it to my friend Nanes Food World to sew it into a sack for me. God bless you, Nanes Food World. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to put it, but later on I had to change even the nylon. What is it? Did I say nylon? No, organza. I had to change it into something with a bit more bigger holes so that it's easy for the liquid to drain, okay. So the first time, you look at how much liquid. I didn't add any water, by the way. I didn't add any water. You don't need to add water, okay. So you need a blender that can blend without water, okay. So I'm tying it, and what I'm going to do, I want the water to drain. I'm going to leave it out for 3 days, okay. I want the water to drain, and also for the cassava dough at this point, or to ferment. Okay, so I've got some kitchen foil which I'm placing it on top of my cassava dough that I've tied in that bag. Okay, and then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put some weights on it. Okay, so I don't have any weight in my house. The only weight I have is my damn bells. Okay, I was going to say damn nails, my dumbbells. Okay, so that's what I'm covering, because dumbbells, I'm covering with my kitchen foil. I'm going to put it on it. Later on, I realized that the dumbbells were not heavy enough, so I had to use my cast iron pot. So as you see me, I'm struggling to put the dumbbells on it for it to rest the way I want it. So I decided to use a bigger bowl where it can sit in it properly, and both dumbbells can fit into it without me trying to adjust it. Okay, so yeah, that's what I did. And even just now, look at how much starch and water has come out. Okay, so I told you I put my cast iron pot on it, and this is how I did it. Okay, so it's sitting on the cassava dough, and it's been there for 3 days, and all the water has come out as I want it to, so it's become very dry. And as I told you, I changed the bag. I used one with a lot of bigger holes, a lot more bigger holes. Okay, so you saw the water that I got came out, so I chucked that away in my sink. And this is the Gari flour, or maybe the Gari dough, the dried out Gari dough. Okay, so right now we have to break it down into smaller particles, okay, to smaller grains for it to look like Gari. And for that, you need a sieve, and your sieve has to have bigger holes. It shouldn't be a fine sieve. Okay, it has to be a coarse sieve, and this one is a bit coarse. It's got bigger holes. Okay, so I'm going to pass this dough through the sieve so that I get that fine Gari grains. You know how Gari looks like. Yeah, Gari, the grains are kind of fine. Okay, sometimes you get some that's it's a bit coarse, right? It all depends on how big your sieve is, how big the holes of your sieve is. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do right now. Here I'm trying to pass all the dough through the dry dough. The dough is very dry now. I'm going to pass it through the sieve, and once that is done, I'm going to let it sit out and dry, air dry. Okay, it dries out very nicely. Okay, so that is all I'm doing for now. You can see that I'm struggling a bit. It's no mean. In Ghana, the sieve they use, it's some sort of straw-like flat thing, sieve thing. So it's very easy for you to use your hand to sort of massage the dough for it to go through the sieve. But this one, because it's round, I was struggling to. So if you have anything flatter, it will help. Okay, so I spread it out as you see me. I'm going to be doing a lot more, and the next one you see that a whole lot more has appeared. This one is quite appear on the paper. Where did they appear from? Okay, so yeah, that's all that. And usually at the end you get some coarse grains, like as I'm showing, coarse grains that can go through the sieve, and you leave it. So I'm going to leave this to dry out, and when it's nicely dried, we'll come and then we'll fry it. Okay, it's sort of nice and easy recipe, I tell you. And look at it, once it dries, it already looks like Gari. You see that it looks like, but it's white because it has not been fried and it has not been toasted. Okay, don't forget that when I was trying to drain my cassava dough, I made it drain for 3 days so that it can ferment as well, because your Gari needs to ferment. Okay, so in a pot, I'm going to be frying this 1 cup at a time. If you I don't know what happens if you fry a lot, but I try to fry it in smaller portions so that it fries quickly and it's fried consistently, because stirring it constantly is a drama. Okay, and when you are frying, one thing I noticed at the beginning of the frying, because there's the flour or the Gari grains, it's a bit damp. Once the heat touches it, it starts to sort of steam it. So if you don't break it apart, if you don't break it, you have to keep stirring quickly and breaking the steamed Hey, me, I don't know. Me new wedding, so leave me alone. Okay. So it becomes like steam balls. You have to break them apart. Otherwise, your Gary, you won't get the fine grains. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to do. I am stirring. I've fast forwarded this video, by the way, but still, I am doing very quickly so that I'm able to break up, or otherwise it becomes like a checker. Do you know what a checker? A checker. Consistency, like, yeah, so you break it up. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so you break it, you stir, and at some point you see I'm changing hands left to right. So yeah, I keep on, sort of like, stirring it, making sure that it doesn't burn, because when you leave it, it will burn. And you make sure they want it to fry consistently, or roast, or toast, whatever you call it, consistently, so that every bit of it is the same. Okay, so yeah, that's all I'll be doing until it is ready. Okay, then I'll pour it into my saucepan. All right, so the first one that I fried, okay, so I'm going to show you the difference. Like, it has to look, this is another Gari. This is the store-bought Gari, and this is where mine has reached. So it means that I have to fry mine further for it to dry out completely, for it to become like the normal Gari. Okay, so I kept on, and now you can see that my Gari has changed color. It's nice and dried out. Okay, as you can hear. So yeah, that is it. So yeah, I'll just keep on frying the rest of it, and then yeah, our Gari is ready. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm very grateful. As I mentioned, this is a trilogy. Then I'm going to bring you my Zomi soon, in 2 days time, and then my beans. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and I will see you in the very next one. Thank you. Bye.